Hello and welcome back to another video. And today, I have the one I'm most excited, I think, about uploading to my channel. At least for gameplay side, anyway. Maybe not the analysis and all that. But today we have Shapeshifters, Striker, Cam and Center Mid, Eden Hazard. And let me tell you, I have never had a card impact my team in a way that this card has. And I've been playing this game since FIFA 13. It's been 12 years. I have never just bought a card and immediately started winning exclusively down to one change to the team. This guy, I cannot emphasize, is incredible. You're going to see that throughout this as a review. I didn't even intend this as a review. This is really just a normal upload of my first couple games of Foot Champs for the second account, but I'm going to structure this like a review because it will literally, I'm showing you all the clips, and 98% of them are going to be with him. This channel, I need to clarify, this channel is named Hazardous FC for a reason. This guy has just blown me out of the water. I've never experienced something like this card on this game. So we're going to go over, and you're going to see plenty with him, I assure you. We're taking a look here. I actually bought him at 2.3 million and 2.6 on the other account. He's dropped a little bit. He's holding value okay. But he's obviously a hero, like free chemistry. Striker, he's got the most important trait for most people with the low driven, and let me tell you, it's phenomenal. For me, the most important is the press proven with his unique body type. It's not going to mention here, but of course it's Hazard. He's got a unique one. Finesse Plus, I don't get the chance to use much, but it is great. I can assure you it's good on him. And the Tech Plus, combined with the Press Proven, it's the best Tech Plus I've used this year, bar none. The 99 Pace helps with that too. He's got pace to use with the Tech, but let's go through, take a look at what he's like on a basic. Perfect dribbling stats in almost 3 of the categories. 3 of them a little low, 95, 90, 91, 93. I was a little worried about this. You can't buff composure, and reaction is kind of hard to bump. But let me tell you, again, the press proven and the unique body type, I did not notice at all. He might as well have had flush 99s. Shooting, you really don't need the buffs there, but the basic, I think, is the most well-rounded chem style for him. You're not going to miss anything with 2 finishing, I assure you. The low dribble and the 5-star weak foot in particular. The Trivella as well, able to just put anything away. He's absurd. Passing stats, almost perfect, with only base tiki-taka, no other passing stats. I, of course, would like maybe tiki-taka plus over finesse, because it's me. I would also like Trickster plus, but you don't really get to pick and choose that kind of stuff with the market cards this year, just the Evos, and even then we still only get so much control. I'm not going to complain about this at all. Yeah, it could be a little bit more ideal maybe than finesse plus. Especially for a striker, I think finesse is a little bit easier with your cams or your wide players sometimes, but again, he's going to slot some finesses away anyway. It's perfectly fine. The 94 strength is what I thought was going to let me down with this card, because he's controlled explosive, and if you've watched my channel, you know the rest of my team, Neymar's, Messi's, Atik, who's an Evo, Insigne, they're all explosive type players, not controlled. So having him on that controlled explosive, I was just thinking, it's fine if you give him the chance to buff the strength, that's one thing. But having it like forced as this high is a little bit annoying. It did not seem to matter. The control explosive is perfectly fine at Striker. It does, of course, help him to get away a little bit more, so he's got that little bit more top speed. No rapid, but you really don't seem to miss it with the card, and again, I don't really care for what I do. Base quick step is perfectly fine, I think, for him. But it is the responsiveness on the left stick, especially with the L2R2 dribbling, coming out of tech, or coming out of skill moves. Those 3 things, this card is unreal. I'm going to show you the team real quick. We'll go ahead and take a look at... Ignore my video editor, don't worry about it. This is the team we use. That's a Neymar with Trickster, Press Proven, Incisive, and Tiki. It's Marta with Tiki, what is it, Tech and Trickster. Insigne, you probably know that card. I mean, you've seen me use some of these players. Marco Reus, another phenomenal addition here. Really solid as a holding CDM. It's not my ideal spot for him, because he's a cam or left mid in real life, but whatever, it is what it is, yeah. This is the Shapeshifters promo. But yeah, this is the team we just flew with him, and I think we're just going to see, like, he's 99 passing and Tiki plus, Incisive plus. He's got the 2 base passing traits. She's got a plus. He's got 2 pluses. They're all just feeding Eden, and you're going to see clip after clip with him. That's enough delaying things. Let's get on into the highlights. Now, the reason we're not getting a typical intro, as our opponent gives us a free win that I wasn't really hoping for, that's already 1 game down on Hazard's record, so that's fun. I know I'm the only person on this game who wants to play and is going to complain about free wins. Take a look at his finishing to start. We're going to see plenty more of that. But yeah, I actually started off this weekend in a 4-3-3 holding. You're going to see that in this game. Team was a little bit differently set up. We have Mata in, as you see there. which Monta's not going to include for the rest of the weekend. The 4-3 holding did not do as well for me as I thought it was going to, which is a bit of a shame. Of course, Azar is still going to shine, as we'll talk about him again and again. What a ridiculous finish that is. From the low driven from there, I think that's on Vanja Milinkovic-Savic. 6'8" goalkeeper, no chance to get down for the low driven. He's got some tech here. He's got that little bit of jam too. He's just going to get on through somehow, who knows how. Of course, whenever I get a new card in the team, I force the ball to them a little bit much, so you're going to see me get it to him again and again and again, and that habit's never actually going to disappear. We're facing the annoying first time over the top. This has seemed to come back with a little bit of a vengeance. I don't know why, but it's gotten much more popular. I face it a lot more now, which is annoying. But of course, we're going to go up the other end and have no problem scoring that one. Hazard with the Tiki minus and the 99 passing. I do feel like he has the best base Tiki I've used this year. He's probably the only card with base Tiki I've used that has the 99 vision and 99 short passing. But I really don't seem to miss the playstyle too much with him at all. Of course, it's a little bit easier up there up top, I think, just kind of laying the ball off sometimes. But some of that might be his ability to get in position as well. I mean, because he's just so quick, or the tech can just get away that easily. It's really able to ensure that his passes are in really open spots, really easy opportunities to make those passes. But there's a simple little drag back, and again, you're just kind of starting to see what that card can do, but I'm not even that familiar with him yet. We're not getting the best out of him. But how effective that is, just to drag back into the low driven immediately, finds the corner like it's nothing. It's so easy to aim those low drivens. I swear it's like all of these are going to find the side netting like it's nothing. Got the directional nutmeg. The opponent doesn't really go at me directly there, so I just kind of got to keep walking in a straight line. It's easy enough with a step over to get that precise little cut on over and make sure I know exactly where I'm going. If I use the left stick, it's not always consistent. Even with a card like Hazard, that's not up to him, right? But we're gonna start seeing him dance. The opponent trying to fly at me there with a tackle and just sidesteps him like it's nothing. Which just again, I think the left stick. Unfortunately, loses that one, and again. First time through ball over the top seemed to come back. I don't know why this has gotten so popular, but apparently it's effective. We're struggling to defend it a couple times. This is turning out to be one of the more difficult qualifier games I have played. This is still qualifiers. Again, I'm trying to test the team, learn a little bit more of it. I thought I was going in with one formation. We've got the other one in this game. It is what it is. We're going to have Insigne with his base low driven slot this one away to just about scrape a win in the qualifiers. And that might be about the only game you see us struggle with for most of this weekend. As a quick little spoiler. I say that as we go down to the next qualifier, but this match, we're not going to struggle with at all. We go up the other end of the pitch, pretty much immediately off kickoff, end up getting a throw-in. Hazard, a little La Coqueta, little, it's a tricks or fake shot. Don't know where the opponent ended up defending to. I was much more wide open than I thought it would be. But getting the ball into Hazard once again. Can the opponent do anything about it? They try, they fail. I mean, this is going to be a tried and true method of putting the ball in the back of the net and get it to him. I swear to you, again, I've never had one card change the entirety of my team like I've had this one. Is he gonna get him behind there? Not quite with the not having the rapid. Look at him. He's gonna be like, I'm watching these again, and I saw a little bit of him as I edited these clips down, right? But I'm watching them again, and don't worry, I'm not gonna keep the number 8 on him for the whole weekend. I do remember eventually. Like what? Okay, a little bit of jam here to get that ball back, and the opponent doesn't release it fast enough. Really good dribbling into a poor decision from me, into lucky to get it back, into you're just not stopping him. Like, what do you want to do about this? And we're going to flick it over the opponent's head into a green times low driven. Again, slots that perfectly side net. Nothing Casillas could do there. And again, we're just going to fly and fly and fly with this card. That's actually a Meg on Bale. It's got to be one of the attacking Bale cards because normally if you've got higher defending stats, you don't get megged, but he wasn't controlling him. Ball just ends up going right through his legs, and Hazard bursts through into the box to slot that low driven away once again, like it's nothing. Flying up the end of the pitch here as well. What are we going to do? It's the same thing with Hazard, except this time we'll lay it off. It's actually Fred, and I've got this interesting tactic this weekend. One of the C teams is deep lying defend, so that one's just kind of solely holding the defense back. Oh no, it's the McGeady spin. We're going to slot that one away once again like it's nothing. But one CDM's deep lying defend, and the other one is deep lying build up. Both wingbacks are in wingback as well, or both fullbacks are wingback. So we're really having, as we get a Ronaldo chop into, once again, another low driven. I am on precision shooting. I think that is kind of important for these low drivens, but again, you're seeing these, like, they're not just going in, they're like really, really corner for me. But yeah, we've got only the one CDM on defense, and then with the other CDM attacking and the fullbacks getting forward, I really only have a back three as I'm getting countered. But you can see just how many of these players are getting forward on offense in some of these clips, right? We're getting a couple assists or like pre-assists with the fullbacks. Here's one of our first examples of the Finesse Plus. Of course, you expect just about any striker to score that one. Ends up offside that time. I didn't notice him being offside too frequently. But then maybe a little bit of strength to get that ball back. We're going to get in once again. No problems, and then an easy green time finish. Don't think the goalkeeper even ended up moving, and this is just a little bit of his jam. Might be the unique body type, might be the 94 strength on the basic. But he's just kind of, you know, I failed to dribble a little bit in the directional nutmeg didn't work. And although this nutmeg's going to work just fine. That's sweet. Start to showboat a little bit much. This might be... Yeah, sorry, opponent. I'm sorry to this guy. I don't need to show off like that at 4-0, except you gotta have your fun on this game. Let's get our clips, right? But it might just be the strength. It might be the unique body type. It might be the Press Proven Plus. I'm used to using Press Proven Plus by now, but they're like Insigne is probably 50 or 60 strength. Neymar is 66 strength. My Messi and Atik with Press Proven Minus are 66 and 70 strength. Mata was 71, something like that. So I'm not used to using an attacker with 90 strength something. I think Ferran Torres might have been close when I used his card with Press Proven and Tech Plus, but he was missing a couple of the other attributes and then was average and lean and not the unique body type. And controlled instead of controlled explosive, and I definitely think I like this Hazard's controlled explosive. I'd still prefer explosive if possible. But again, you're seeing it's working. We're getting our drag backs, we're getting our movements. I'm still scoring quite a few decent dribbling goals, not just kind of getting him behind it. Like, he's controlling just fine. I assure you, man, look at the control on this. Like, this is pretty absurd. Just tight control here in the box like it's nothing. You see the L2R2 flashing in the side of the corner, and then just a normal left stick to do the turn. But it's the L2R2 that generates the space, and then eventually I just had enough space to turn around normally. Oh, get away from Hullet's reach. You know how hard it is to get behind him. The opponent switches, and this is an important one if you're trying to get used to the dribbling, because this is recognizing the opponent switching at the right time. There's always that little bit of delay when you do switch to just like recognizing what you should be doing. You see he kind of runs off in the wrong direction before turning. So that's just a good, like, I'm trying to drag Hullet back here. He realizes Hullet should probably be CDM instead of the offense, and I kind of pre-predict that. I'm like, he's going to switch his player around here, and I can take advantage of that. It's a bit of a guess. It's a bit of a prediction on my part, but I get it right, and you see the benefit of it there. And do an easy layoff, and once again, one of the rare goals that come from somebody else. Look at this. I'm sorry to keep talking over all these clips, or like re-showing them. Maybe I should stop. Let me know if you like that or not. I know I'm a little bit rambly, and I like to really talk during this video, so I like to be able to emphasize a little bit more about each clip. But I know you all can rewind on your own if you're watching the video, so if you don't like that, let me know. I'd definitely be curious, but you can just see the first touch, and it's like half a second later he's getting the shot away with ridiculous power. There's so much power in these low drivens. Maybe the basic helping with just that little bit more shot power, who knows, but he's just like, it's the fact that with the low driven, in his base first touch, his body type, his press proven, he's able to get the shots away so fast. Like, there are a couple, I think there's one first time one I score. I forget if it's in this video or in the next one. But yeah, there's one first time when I score where he just like turns around and again, the shot comes out so quick. There's like no delay to it. It's not like you have to set up perfectly, and here's one. I'm sorry, chat. I know I'm up 9-1 by now. 8-1 as his goal goes in. But we have to talk about this one again, because it should be Neymar. It should be Neymar doing this for me. Neymar's got 99 dribbling flush in every stat. Nothing's missing. Whereas Hazard's got 91 reactions and all that, right? Neymar's also explosive. So when I got this Neymar finally out of the no cam, no party Evo that took 2 weeks to complete, I was thinking, you know, Neymar's going to come into the team and do what Hazard's doing. But no. Like, I haven't gotten these clips with Neymar. I thought about putting out a review for that card, but I didn't really have the clips with him. He was just missing that little bit something. Maybe, unfortunately, the control explosive is better, but look at what he's doing here. Again, it's the use of the L2R2. You see how close this is staying to his... Like, he's literally... You can't do this. You can't do this with just any card. You cannot, I assure you. I've dribbled with so many top-tier dribblers this year, and this is not something I can recreate with just anybody. In fact, he might be the only one right now. You see how consistent the movements are? I know exactly where it's going, and it shifts the defense around so quickly. And the step over, once again, for the... Not a burst of pace or anything, that's not what I'm looking for. But it's the consistent animation of knowing, okay, with this little bit of delay, it's a second until the skin move comes off, and then I turn, that's the timing I want. And this is the exact angle I want, because that skill move is going to come off at the same angle every time. But we're just shifting. The opponent's not even doing, like, it's not brilliant defending, but it's not bad defending. He's still trying to stay in front of me, and I'm juking. I'm like I don't even know the word for it. I'm just completely, like, befuddling the guy, because he doesn't know which direction I'm going. It's so under my control. And again, this is I cannot recommend this card enough. If you have the 1.6 million, I don't know. I'm not a market person, so I don't know what might happen with the card in the future, if the price would drop or anything. I don't know that kind of thing. But if you have the coins, I have to recommend this guy over any other striker in the game. I do not care who you have. I cannot imagine anybody else in the game dribbles like this. He is that unbelievably good. I mean, you've seen time and time again in these clips. If this isn't going to convince you to get this card, I don't know what I can do. He's not missing anything. Again, it's the shot immediately after the skill move that comes out with so much power on the weak foot. I know it's green timed, but perfectly in the side netting with nothing the keeper can do there. That's a through ball with a 99 passing, not having incisive, but he's going to get that through fine. I really didn't seem to notice anything off with his through balls. A lot of the ones I did were kind of easier, you know, that kind of layoff to the wide mids making the run. But I don't think he really had a through ball that got intercepted. And here's, if you're worried about the pace, that is 99 pace, controlled explosive, not having the rapid, but he's still getting in behind just fine. Are we going to have an example of that here? No, we're going to have one of the silliest clips I've had this year. I'm not going to show this one again, but again, you can rewatch if you want. Beautiful little low driven there to get beyond the opponent who moved the goalkeeper actually to that side. He still slots it away. But again, something weird, just to comment on the jam with the card. There are a couple moments where it's just, I don't know what's going on. It's how quick those low drivens come out, right? I know any card with low driven can do that. His maybe seem a little bit better than some others I've used, even with the plus. But I know that's just that's a playstyle thing. Any striker there would kind of do that. But again, I'm just, like, it's the fact that he can get in these positions so easily and then slot it away every time. But to finish on that thought, I'm not somebody who cares about jam too much or really comments on it, but maybe in some of those more important games where it's just, that could be the little bit of separation. Yeah, that's, he does seem to have that little bit of likeliness to just shrug the defender off or get something silly to happen that still falls back to him, right? I want to comment on this one again. I've said it a couple times, like him coming off of the skill move and, you know, slotting the ball away immediately. But look how close the defender is to him there. And he's just getting the shot off that quick, where the defender has no chance to even get a foot in still. This one's going to be a little through, but I think this is, no, not to Insigne, I was going to say. Oh, that one's nice. We are going to watch that one again. Poor opponent, there's not much you can do about that. But again, it's how quickly the trickster fake shot immediately into the next skill move of the Maradona with nothing messed up about it. No composure, tax, like even with the 93. There's nothing about him being off composure or off balance here. He gets it off perfectly. No delay. The ball not going in the air like some players would. Anything like that. Perfectly done. Just completely fools the defender. Again, nothing they could do about it. Can I have an easy little layoff play here? Kind of, I just use Insigne there. You can watch that one again too, but I use Insigne as if I'm going to pass it that way. And don't make the pass in the end. So it just kind of fools the defender. Gives me a little bit more space. And it's just actually, you know what? Screw this. We are gonna watch that one again because I just want to point out the important thing is how quickly the shot comes off. Because, you know, without that low-driven playstyle, the opponent might have time with Lukaku there to jockey back on over and block the shot. But it's just, he turns, shot is immediate. It is so quick out of his feet. We're going to see that here once again. Oh. Alaska, like, the shot is just that. You're seeing this as pretty repetitive, actually. Like, skill move into shot. Maybe one touch in between, maybe not. But it's the speed of being able to pull that off so quickly. This card seems so exceptionally good at. That one's kind of lucky. I'll take it, I suppose. A little bit of luck there as the opponent's just not able to get it. This one, too, I think the opponent 3-0 down, maybe a little bit upset now, so we'll take an easy pen there. This Konate, goalkeeper, actually seems to give away pens pretty frequently, so something to keep in mind if you do use that card. I tried him at the start of this weekend, and I decided not to use him. I think De Gea has been better for me. Maybe that's a unique animations thing, but they're just first-time skill move, completely by the defender, fast enough in the sprint to get by, and then just an easy finesse home, so... Oh, this is one of the better clips I had with him, too, I believe. No, this is the post. Right. But it's some beautiful skills to get there, and then one of the very, very few examples we have of the low-driven actually not finding the back of the net, so... Great move there. Unfortunately on the finish with the green time to miss, but... Again, that's like the... not the only, but one of the only examples where that happens with him. Gonna have kind of an easy move there. That is tiki-taka into tiki-taka, or tiki plus into tiki plus into tiki minus into not having it. And a Hazard, where you've seen me do that skill a couple times. The opponent even almost gets the block off, still doesn't. Shot goes in. Card's just fine in the back of the net. Game after game after game with no difficulties. This card is so good. Gonna get it to him again. Once again, first touch, second touch is a shot. First touch settles it perfectly. Onto the left, the 5-star weak foot. Slots it home, no difficulties, perfect move there. That's the first time, which you don't actually get the space to do too much, so nice to see he can slot that away too. We're just not going to see, really. We might see one other example of a first-time finish, really. This is important too. I'll show this one once more. It's how quickly these shifts are coming off, right? Watch him just shimmy to the side of the goalkeeper, and then the very next move, it's like a quarter of a second later he's getting the shot off, and that was important. I don't know if he actually would perform a Trivela to slot that home. I think he would need to for the curve to get that past the goalkeeper. Oh yeah, this one. This is great. I say great. It's a little bit of jam, a little bit of ridiculousness where he still gets that favor. But again, just to finalize on the shift to the side might be the only reason that's actually going in, because the goalkeeper's rushing out. You don't have too much time there. I don't know. It's not on him. It's just if I try a Trivela there, it might accidentally do a fancy shot, or it might not have the right angle for it. So getting that to come off correctly is perfect. And then even with the opponent, kind of that little offside trap thing they're using, he still stays on side that whole move. That's something else I've really kind of noticed with the card. The positioning with him, you're seeing in a lot of these clips, he's positioned perfectly. Basically never offside. He's actually drifted wide a little bit here, but that allows Insigne to get inside. The movement with this card, I can't comment on it too much because the attacking AI is a little weird this year, and I tend not to utilize the AI too much to just go with the dribbles. This one. We have to watch this one. But yeah, the attacking AI is perfect. But that is the final clip of this video. This is absurd. Again, we're gonna have to go over this one. Attacking AI, this one should be good because the opponent dragged the center back all the way out. And it's a nice move here with Neymar. You see his tight control there as well. But then skill move, can sprint fast enough before they can recover. It's a low driven from 24, 25 yards on the left foot. Green timed, of course. That's against the new Kanate. I cannot believe that's going in. We'll watch this one more time. But yeah, this is the furthest out I've scored a low driven from all this whole year. I genuinely, like, I'm getting closed down there. I can't think of anything else to do. I can't actually believe that's finding the net. It's not just that it's finding the net. Can I get the frame of it maybe? Like, as I'm kind of mentioning, look at how close that is to the post. That is centimeters away. That is nearly as perfect of a position shot as you can get, and it's from 24 yards. Anyway, okay. And again, if I haven't sung the praises enough of this card and convinced you to buy him, and nothing I do for the rest of the week this weekend is going to convince you, but we will have a bunch of other videos out to finalize this weekend on 2 different accounts. Our results are great. You'll see those. I'm not going to spoil, but we do really, really well this weekend, and it's this card that carries us up top on both accounts. So this one's kind of formatted as the review. It's still for champs, but we're kind of reviewing just him. You've heard me only talk about him. I'll try to do more of a little, normal gameplay analysis for the next videos, but it's still going to be just him as the highlights, I assure you. And do stick around for the outro here, because we're going to talk about his goals per game, or his contributions, and it is the most absurd result I've ever had in any FIFA, once again, to say that again. So yeah, stick around for that here. Okay, so we're at the end of the day here, with the first day with Eden Hazard, and at the beginning, I was debating this card. I really wasn't certain what I thought. I was kind of debating on the price. He's kind of gone down. We're about 2.8-ish. He went up to like 3.4. I bought him at like 2.3. So there was a little profit there and all that. I mean, you're at the end of this video here. I don't need to explain anything. You saw the highlights. He was the only card in our team. He was the only one that did anything. He was at the end of every single move. I don't know what happened, because those first couple games felt really bad, and then he exploded. I had the one really easy game where I got to finally test out the card and maybe just learn more about him, and my word, he decimated. And we have to talk about this, because this is 50 goals in 12 games. That is unreal. That is, I do not have the language to communicate how absurd that is. I've never had anything like that. I don't even know what he just puts everything in the back of the net. It's like, I don't know, man. I have no words. I have no words. Some of the goals were just wild. The finishing in particular is unreal. I had the Ferran Torres card. Do I still have it pulled up? I must have just gotten rid of it. He had 20 games, 58 goals, and 21 assists, which I think comes out to a ratio of 79/20. So that's about 4 goals per game. Hazard is at about 5. Ferran Torres, the reason I'm bringing this up, is that Ferran card was a little ahead of the power curve. The first, press proven, low driven, like these kinds of things. Well, Garassi might have been. You know what I'm saying. And Ferran was just actually a similar card, control versus control explosive, worse body type, but then it's still the tech, the press, and the low, which is rapid versus finesse, and finesse really doesn't matter when you've got low. It really doesn't. But having, like, when I had that Ferran Torres card for the first, those 20 games, that 58 goal return was the best goal return I've ever had with any card in any FIFA ever. I've never had things so singularly through one player. Never. This is even worse. This blows him out of the water by almost an additional goal contribution per game. Now, we have gone through, one caveat, some of those are qualifiers games with both players, but some of those are qualifier games. However, 2 of them were free wins. 2 of those qualifiers were free wins, so he's actually, to be fair, the ratio is the 2 games he didn't get to contribute in. He might be at 6. He might be even better. So that's just, I cannot believe how I don't even know what to say. I don't feel like he's supposed to be that good. I don't know if that's going to be a one-day wonder. We, of course, have to see. We're at 7-0. We'll have to see the final 8 games. If he can carry us to the rank 1 or not, that's going to be the real sign. But he's blown. Like, this Neymar should, by every account, be a better dribbler. He's supposed to be a better unique body type. I like the explosive more. He's got flush 99s versus Hazard. He's missing some. Obviously, Neymar's not in the team to be a finisher, so he'll be the creator. Hazard's the one to put it in the back of the net. But dribbling-wise, just Hazard was better too. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the strength stat's that important this year. If control is just better than explosive is. I don't know. I hope not, because I want my explosive cards, but we'll see what we can get done tomorrow. I hope you did all enjoy. Take it easy, everybody.